So in previous classes, shall we start the class? Shall we start the class? Anybody? Okay, thank you so much. So in previous class, we have learned that DDL commands and data types and constraints. So commands are the instructions to communicate with the database. It helps to the user to how we modify the data and how we alter the tables in a database. So constraints means constraints are the rules and restrictions that are applied on a column, so such that unwanted data cannot be inserted into a table. So we have different types of constraint. Six types of constraints that are not null constraints and unique constraint, primary key and foreign key, and default check constraint, and the last one additionally I have added that auto increment. So these are very useful for when we are building a application. So it reduces the time efficiency. So today I'm going to explain about keywords and operators. So here already we have learned that keyword and operator in degree and PG something. So already we have learned that keyword in degree. So who studied computer science, they had an idea. So keyword means it is a reserved word that has a special meaning in a programming language. So we cannot keywords as an identifiers. So we cannot keywords and as an identifiers. So identifier means a table name and so identifier means table names. So we cannot use keywords as an identifiers. So and most common keywords are we have used that from keyword and join. So and from and where. So we are using that keyword. We have used that from keyword. So that from keyword we cannot use as an identifier means as a table name. We cannot use that name as table name. So today I'm going to explain about where class. So where keyword in SQL is a powerful class used to filter the records and so to retrieve the data from the database by using the where class. So here we have when we define the where class. So if the condition is true, the row is included in the result set. If the condition is false, the row is excluded. So, and one more concept, operator. So, operator is a symbol which is used to perform one or more action on expressions. So, so here we have a list of operators. So we have different types of operators, comparison operators and union operators and so set operators. So let me explain one by one. So here we have a comparison operators. So comparison means it is used to comparing two values. So here we have list of comparison operators equals to operator and so less than operator greater than something. So equals to means it returns to it both the operands are equal. So here we have some examples. So I will show one by one. So the purpose of the equals to operator is used if both the operands are equal, then it will return true. So write a query to retrieve the details from the employee table whose ID is 3. So I'm retrieving the details of the user whose ID 3. So we have already employee table in the database. So our database is my database. Already I have selected that. So if we have one or more 10 or more databases, we can select that, we can easily select by using the use keyword. So use, you have to give the database name. So our database name is my database. So I'm giving the keyword use and my database. It is automatically selected when we are using the use keyword. So in my database, we have different tables. So to retrieve the data, we start from employees. So here we have 20 records in the employee table. So first, our query is equals to operator. Both the operands are equals. It will return true. So here we have write a query to retrieve the details from the employee whose ID is 3. So I want to retrieve all the details of the employees whose ID 3. So select star from employees, where you have to give the column name. So I'm giving the column name. I'm searching only ID, so equals to 3. So it will display the details of the employees whose ID 3. So here details ID 3, first name, last name. It will display all the columns from the table when we are using the asterisk keyword. So asterisk means star. So if I want to retrieve only some columns, means ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, and hire date. So you have to specify that column names. So select ID and first name and last name, email. I'm retrieving only some columns. So email, I'm and department from employee table, where ID equals to 3. So just here I am retrieving the details of the ID 3. Only I have specified that ID, first name and last name, email. So it has displayed that only details whatever I have specified in the query. So ID, first name and last name, email and department. Suppose I want to retrieve the so write a query to select all customers from Mexico means so write a query to retrieve all employees from IT department. So I'm retrieving the employees from IT department. Select start from employees, where here you have to mention the column name department. So department equals to something. I'm giving IT. So here so it has displayed only details of the employees who are in IT department. So see, look at that department column in the result. So it displayed only IT employees. And you can also retrieve the employee details with the last name, first name. So you can search along with the name. Select star from employees. So where first name equals to something, I'm giving the name. So if that name in the list, it will display the details of that person. So here, so we can also search by the name. So this is the equals to operator. If both the operands are equal, then it will return true. So next one, less than operator. So if the left operand is less than the right, it will return true. So here we have one example. Write a query to retrieve the employee details whose salary is less than 1,000. So I'm retrieving the details of the employees whose salary is less than something, whatever you have specified the salary. So it will display according to that condition. Select star from employees. So where salary. So here I'm giving the less than something. I'm giving 80,000. So who are in below 80,000? So it will display the details of that. So you can check that salary column. So it will display all the salaries less than 80,000. So 75, 30, and 77, 72. So if both the operands, so if the left operand is less than the right operand, it will return true. So if you want to retrieve the specific columns, you have to define that column name. So like this. So select employee ID salary from employee table. So where salary less than 10,000. So greater than operator means if the left operand is greater than the right operand, it will return true. So here you can check one example. Write a query to retrieve the records where the salary column is greater than 10,000. So I'm giving the condition. Select star from employees where salary greater than 80,000. So it will display who has salary greater than 80,000. So you can see that salary column 5 lakhs and 1 lakh 50,000, 5,000. So 80,000. So all salaries are greater than 80,000. So next one, one more operator, less than or equals to operator. So if the left operand is less than or equals to right operand, then it will return true. So write a query to retrieve the records where the salary column is less than or equals to 20,000. So it will display. So it will include, it is including 20,000 also. So when we are using the less than or equals to operator, select star from employees where salary less than or equals to something. I am giving the condition. I'm giving 80,000 again. So it is including 80,000. So here look at the salary column. So all salaries are less than or equals to 80,000. So next operand is greater than or equals to operator. So if the left operand is greater than or equals to right operator, then it will return true. So write a query to retrieve the records whose salary greater than or equals to some condition. I am giving the condition. Select star from employees where salary greater than or equals to something. I am giving 1 lakh. So it will display whose salary is greater than 1 lakh. So see that salary column, it has displayed that so all salaries are greater than 1 lakh. See that 5 lakhs and 1,50,000 and 1,50,000 and 60,000. So these salaries are all above 1 lakh. So not equals to operator and one more operator not equals to operator. So it will return true if both the operands are not equal. So both the operands are should not be equal. So write a query to retrieve salary details whose employees are not equals to 10,000. I am giving the condition select star from employees where salary not equals to something I am giving. So I'm giving 50,000. So it will display details of the employees whose salaries are not equals to 50,000. So these are all not equals to 50,000. So you can also search with the department. Select star from employees, where department equals to something. I'm giving not equals to IT. So it will display whose department is not equals to IT. So these are all employees not belongs to the IT department. So here you can check that the ID is not in the department list. So these are all the comparison operators. So comparison operators are used to comparing two or more two values. So next one, in and not in operators. So in and not in operators are used to filter the result based on the list of values in a where class. So in operators allows us to specify multiple values in a where class. So by using the where class, we have search only single records. We have retrieve only single record. So by using the in operator, we can retrieve list of values, list of records. So here I'm using the in operator to retrieve the list of values. Select star from employees. So where first primarily I'm searching with the IDs. So where you have to give the column name. Here you can see the syntax. Select star from table name where column name in values. So here I'm searching IDs. So where I'm giving the column name, just you have to give the in operator to return the list of values. So I'm searching only IDs 1, 3, 8 and 20. So I'm retrieving 5 records. So you can see that whatever you have specified in the list so it will display that it has displayed only that records 1, 3, 5, 8, 7. So we can also use in operator with update command. So and also we can use that with the delete commands. So before going to perform update and deletions, we have to use TCL commands, that rollback command. So when we are delete and update the records, so we can also that records get back. So here I am using the TCL commands. So start transaction. So here I'm using the in operator with the update command. So update, we have to give the table name. So update is in GML command. So update and employees. So before going to perform update command, you have to set the values. Set, I'm giving the column name. So I'm updating, but so I'm updating only salary column for 5 records. Set salary equals to something. I'm giving 90,000. Where ID in. So by using the where class, we can only update single records. So so we can update multiple records by using the in operator. So in, and I'm giving the records. So 1357. So again, you have to retrieve the data. Select start from employees. So the values, the records 1357 has updated with the 90,000 salary. So here I have given 1357. So for one, it has updated with the 90,000, and for 3 is also updated with the 90,000 and 57. So all the IDs updated with the salary 90,000. So again I'm roll back to that records. So just select the query, retrieve. So we have get back that records with the old salaries. So we can also in operator with the delete command. So I'm using the in operator with the delete command. So I'm giving the start transaction. This 0 errors. So I'm deleting that 1357 record something. Employees set, sorry. So delete from employees. Where ID in, I'm giving 1234. So I'm deleting that records 1234. So just before going to perform delete action or update action, you have to give the start transaction. So again, you can get back that records. So you have to so I have deleted that records. Again, you have to retrieve the data. Select start from employees. See that so look at that result. 1, 2, 3, 4 has deleted. So again, you can get back the records by using the rollback. Rollback. You have to give the rollback command. So again, you have to retrieve the data. So see that again 1, 2, 3, 4 added into the result. So we can also use in operator with the update and delete commands. And one more operator, not in operator. So not in operator is used to retrieve the result where the column values does not match with any value in the specified list. So whatever we have specified the list except that values. So apart from that, it will display all the values from the employee table. So I'm retrieving the data by using the not in operator. So here we have syntax select column name from table name where column name. So and not in values. So we can also use comparison operator not equals to, and also we can use not in operator to retrieve the details. So select star from employees. So where department not in. So who does not belongs to, who are not belongs to some departments. I am giving IT and sales, and I'm giving HR department. So just retrieve the data. So apart from these departments, it will display all remaining departments. So see that department column. Look at that. So it does not display that IT, sales, and HR. So it will display remaining. So it has displayed remaining departments. So data, marketing, finance, and operations, product, something. And in operator, we can also use in operator with the update command. We can also update two or more columns by using the in operators. So here we have update the salary with the same value to the list of values 1357. So if you want to give the different values, if you want to update with the different values, so you have to use the case statement. So case and when and then components. So here I'm creating a small table. Create table. I'm taking the orders. Something I'm giving the product. I'm giving the product name for the table. So here I'm taking the columns. Product ID. So integer data type and product name. So varchar data type. So here I'm creating the small table to show. So you have to give the length. So I'm giving the length up to 50. So it will store up to 50 characters. So let's describe the table. So describe, you have to give the table name. So to describe the table, so table has created with the columns product ID and the product name. So next I'm adding two columns by using the alter command. Alter table name I'm giving so here I'm adding two columns for the product table. So we have to give the parentheses when we are adding two or more columns. So we have product ID and product name. I'm adding product date data type and so product cost. I'm taking the cost column, product cost. So I'm giving the data type float. The product is in the decimal values, right? So I'm giving the product cost with the float data type. So here I'm adding two columns, product date and product cost. So again, you have to describe the table. So product ID and product name, product cost. So just wait. So see that now I'm inserting the values into the product table for two columns only. So then I will add that remaining columns after insertion of the records. So here we have product ID and name. So I'm giving the records ID. So column name should be same when we are inserting the values. Product name, I'm giving the values. So product ID, I'm giving 101. And the product name, something, I'm giving the name laptop. Next 102. Next I'm giving the name. So you can give any name. So just I'm showing the difference of in operator. I'm giving the mouse pad. So next I'm giving one more record. I'm inserting one more record. So USD I'm giving. So select the query and execute that query. Here we got one error. So insert into and so here we have given the comma. So remove that. So I have inserted 4 records. Just retrieve the data, select star from product. So here I have inserted 4 records. So and I'm adding 2 more columns that p date and p cost by using the alter command. So just retrieve the data. So here we have inserted 4 records for product table. So again p date and p cost has no values. So I am updating that values by using the case keyword with the in operator. So you can see the syntax that update multiple columns. So update product set quantity equals something set column name. You have to give that. So equals to case. When we are using the case statement, you have to use the components like when and then components and end. You can also use the end. So update table name and set column name equals to case. So when PID equals to 1, then I have specified that value. So I'm updating the two columns. So update, you have to give the table name. So our table name is product. So we have to give them values. So set, I'm updating the values for the pre-date equals to case. So when we are using the case statement, we have to use the components that when, then. So when the condition is true, then it will display whatever we have specified in then. So then so I'm updating the values with the ID wise along with the ID. So when ID equals to 101, then I'm giving the day something 2020 some. I'm giving 3 and 5. So next again I'm inserting the values. I'm updating that value, updating 102. So I'm giving the values. So when ID equals to something 103, then so 2025 I'm giving. So 0428. When ID equals to 104, so then I'm giving the value some 2023 0507. So date is in the form of years, months, and dates. I'm giving the end. Next, I'm giving the P. I'm updating the P cost column also. So here I'm updating two columns. So end, I have to give the column name. So P cost, I'm giving the P cost equals to case. When ID equals to 101, then I'm giving the cost 20,000. When ID equals to something 102, then mouse I'm giving the 200 cost. So when ID equals to 103, then mouse pad I'm giving 100. I'm giving 500. When ID equals to 104, then I'm giving the value. So I'm giving the P cost USD something. I'm giving 1,000. So you have to give the end component. Then, so if you want to update one more column, you have to give the column name equals to case. So where PID equals product ID in, so I'm giving the IDs. So 102. If you want to update only two values, so two records, just you have to give the two IDs, two product IDs. So here I am updating only two columns that are the P date and P cost. So just you have to select the query. Just select the query and execute that. So ID field, we have to give the product ID. So the column names should be same when we are update or insert, delete the columns. So I'm updating this PID. So just select the query and execute it. So I have updated two columns. Just retrieve the data by using the select command. Select star from our table name. So product. So it has updated whatever we have given the values in the case statement. So for product ID 101, we have updated that we have set the value that 2020. So so in this way we can update two or more columns by using the in operator. So next one, where class with the like operator. So like means like operator is used to filter the data by searching a particular pattern. To search the particular patterns, we have to use the like operator. Suppose I want to retrieve the name whose name starts with a S. So with the like operator, we are using the wildcards like percentile and underscore. So we call it as wildcards. So I'm using the like operator. So I'm retrieving the data whose employee name is starts with a S. So here you can see the syntax: select star from table name base, column name, and I'm giving the like operator. So then the character. So when you have defined the percentile symbol after the character, so it will display whose name starts with the S. So if you define percentile wildcard before character, so it will display whose name ends with the S. Select star from employees. So where you have to give the column name. So in our table we have a column name like first name. So you have to give the column name. So I'm giving the column name first name equal like. So I'm not using comparison operators. Here I'm using the like operators. So it will display whose name starts with a S. So my database employees does not exist. You have to give the exact name. So here you can see the result. All names are started with S. So if you define percentile wildcard before character, it will display whose name ends with S. Employees, where last name, like I'm giving the wildcard percentile. So I'm giving R later. So it will display last name whose name start with the letter R. So you can also search the years, dates. So select star from employees. So where date, date column, name, hire date. I'm giving the hire date. Like I'm giving 2020 percentage. So you can see that all the dates started with the 2020. And you can also use underscores. So we can also retrieve the data by using the underscores. So percentile and underscores, we can call it as wildcards. So when we are using the like operator, we have to define these wildcards. Here I'm using the underscore symbol. Select star from employees. So where I'm giving first name, like, so I'm giving yes. So just I'm taking the name from this list 9, 11, 18 records. Okay. So in this way we can use underscore and percent like operators. So like operator is used to searching a particular pattern in where class. So you can try this not like write a query to display names not starts with the S. Okay. Tomorrow I will explain between operator. So just practice whatever we have learned today. Okay. Thank you so much.